Yeah, I think things started to kind of gel a little bit, certainly, and I think we have a standard for ourselves, regardless of who we're practicing against, that I think we met 2 days in a row in every phase, and I think that's a good thing. And now, does that mean that we're there? No, you still got stuff to work on, and plenty of plays that I'd like to have back. And I think about that 2-minute drill at the end there, do I want to throw the ball away and not flip it to Shane? Different things like that, where you try to get better. But overall, 2 good days, and was proud of the way we responded today. Certainly after a good day yesterday, being able to do it twice.
Jared, defense, Jared has looked really good so far. Looked great these past 2 years. Just from your vantage point, what about their plays stood out to you or impressed you the most this game?
Gosh, what stood out the most? I think their communication has been so good. I think, Jack's done a great job at Mike, but when they got Alex back, that veteran presence there, being able to communicate and get everyone on the same page. Obviously, the D-line is doing what they're doing. Hutch is doing his thing. Davenport's doing his thing. But the communication from the back 7, I think, has been really impressive, and it's really hard. They're doing a good job.
Does that make your life more difficult?
Of course, yeah, in practice, yeah. It does, but it's a good challenge, and I think that's where, I'm at in my career, where our offense is at, in our, evolution of, we like that challenge. Make it hard, and they do, and they've certainly given us fits, and we try to give them fits when we can.
What's your impression of Isaac, and how much do you feel like he can become a real factor in the offense?
Yeah, he's done great. He really has, and I think, again, for him, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 ago, you could kind of see the light bulb go off a little bit, where the speed of the game he started to catch up with, and he started to understand the physicality it takes, and yeah, he certainly has a chance to have a role in our offense, and has done a great job getting better really every day.
Jared, you obviously get to work with Mark Brunell a lot, but what is it like to have Bruce Gronkowski and Marcus Joseph?
Yeah, it's great.
NFL quarterbacks. Do you pull anything from them?
It's great. Having guys that played the position for me, it's so invaluable to be able to bounce things off of them, how they did things, how they saw things. Certain plays that I'm not sure how I want to read, they can give me good insight on how they did it in the past. So, yeah, obviously Brew and I have been together for a long time. He's been such a great mentor and help and coach to me, and then having those 2 guys this year has been even better.
How much is your comfort level grown now that you got 2 younger?
With who?
Your comfort level grown. How much is it grown?
Grown?
With 2 younger offensive linemen and Mahogany left and Rattler, right?
Yeah, they're doing a great job. I think I said this earlier in the year, but Tate's maturity has been so impressive. Just him being able to step in there these last 2 days were not even close to too big for him. I think you get these guys from these big programs sometimes. They've played in national championships. This stuff's kind of just whatever to them, and he's one of those guys certainly. And then Mahogany, in his own way as well, is doing great. He's not a rookie, but he hasn't played that much, and for him to be as comfortable as he is and communicating well and doing the whole thing, it's been fun.
Having Johnny Moe in the press box, do you think that means anything for maybe play a series just to get that communication from upstairs down?
What's your question?
In the preseason, having the offensive coordinator in the press box as opposed to in the field, does it change anything as far as you need to get any kinks out at all?
No, I don't think so. No, I've done that before, and he likes being up there. I got no problem with it.
Jared, throwing it back to your Cal days.
Yeah.
But David Shaw, was heading Stanford, your big rival. What's it like having him in the same room on the same team as you now?
Yeah, we don't go many days without a little jab back and forth about Cal Stanford, so it's fun. But he's been awesome, really has. Having a guy that's got as much experience as he has, and his temperament is so even-keeled and level, and I can if Johnny's preoccupied with something, I can get the answer from him very quickly, and it's very helpful to have a guy like him that has no ego, is just here to help, and has been a tremendous addition for us.
There's been a lot of talk. Him are best friends.
Oh yeah, they're like yin and yang. They work together really well, and again, he's an extension of Johnny to some extent, and so if Johnny's preoccupied or doing something, I know David will be on the field. So if I need to talk to him about something, immediately I can get some answers there. And I'd really like just asking him his thoughts on things, because he's had so much experience on offense. He's been a head coach, obviously a successful head coach, and just getting his thoughts on, how did you think practice was today? How did you feel about that throw? He's got great insight and is always thinking. It's a lot of fun for me.
There's been a lot of talk about how Montgomery and Gibbs are going to be used in different ways, more and more different ways. Is it going to be as noticeable as we think it's going to be, and how do you like that?
Yeah, I hope so. We're working on how many different ways we can use them. I think as often as we can get both those guys on the field is a good thing for us, and finding creative ways to do that is the hard part, and that's the challenge upstairs for those guys, but they're doing a good job of figuring it out, and you don't want to ever take either of them off the field. So we're trying to find ways to throw it to one of them and have one of them block, and then throw it to the other guy, have the other guy block, hand it to one of them. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and those two guys are good.
On a much lighter note, being name dropped by Taylor Swift, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, huh? Very cool, I guess. Yeah, that was a crazy couple hours last night for me, and my phone was like, oh, okay, but yeah, kind of cool.
One more about Johnny Mode, Jared.
Yeah.
What's been his best strength so far? You would say, just after being back around him again this time.
Johnny?
Yeah.
His biggest strength. Great question. I think I said this the other day. I think his ability to listen to his players is massive. He's got no ego. He's very open to listening. He wants to know what we want to do. He's very open to listening to me. And I feel like I've earned that. But he's very open to it and collaborative, and it's fun. It's really fun to be a part of an offense for not only myself but the leaders like St. Brown, Panay, Decker, to be able to give that input and to have it express itself in the plays. And it's been fun. He's been great.
What was your assessment of the red zone offense, obviously, in the last 2 days, and especially, I mean, how much does that really, the success come down to play design? I mean,
I thought it was pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think we scored quite a bit down there, so I thought it was pretty good. I haven't seen today, obviously, on tape, but good couple days down there. It was a good challenge against a different defense, and I thought we showed up well.
How about the play design, just, I mean, that it takes to get space in that, I mean, to create space in those condensed areas?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I don't know if we're running much different than we had in the past. But yeah, there's some new stuff, some new wrinkles we like, and credit to Johnny, it's some good stuff.